That's what most photographers see when they come here. This sculpture was designed to disappear twice a day. The tide takes it, and the sea gives it back. It's based on a myth, Mary's quest to capture a golden shell from a sea ogre in the Loon Deep. I didn't come here to photograph a sculpture on a beach. I came to photograph something the sea is in the process of reclaiming. There were three things I needed to make this competition-winning photograph. I didn't know any of them when I arrived, and none of them were technical. The first thing, let the artist tell you what the feeling is. Before I picked up the camera, as usual, I asked myself one question. Not what does this look like, what does it mean, but what does the artist want someone to feel? This sculpture was designed to disappear with the tide. The artist's intention couldn't be clearer. This is something the sea is reclaiming, something ancient, something that doesn't belong on a beach, it belongs to the deep. That one question, what did the artist want me to feel, gave me everything. The exposure, the composition, the timing, all of it answered by a single decision the artist made before I arrived. This is what you get when you ignore the artist's intention and just photograph what's there. It's not bad, but it's not what I came for. Here's why public art is the easiest place to start shooting with intention. When you photograph a landscape, you have to decide what the feeling is, and that can be hard. When you photograph public art, the artist has already decided. Your job is to read it and then find the photograph that serves it. Is there a piece of public art near you where you could feel what the artist intended? Something that has a feeling baked into it that most people walk past without noticing. Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know what's out there. This image went on to win a competition on Photograph. There were over 4,600 entries, and the category was public art and sculpture. And it didn't win because of the edit. It was because of that one decision. What did the artist want someone to feel? That's where the image started, and everything else followed. The second thing, wait for conditions that express that feeling. This is what most people photograph. Shell on sand, it's nice enough, but the artist didn't design this to sit on a beach. Now it's doing what it's designed to do. And here's the thing, the tide that makes this image possible is the same tide that's trying to take the shot away from me. There was sand washing out from under the tripod legs. The water was getting closer with every exposure. I'm racing for the very thing I came for. The artist designed the sculpture to disappear, so the image had to show it disappearing, not sitting on a beach looking picturesque. I wasn't waiting for the tide to rise because I wanted a longer exposure. I was waiting because this sculpture's meaning only reveals itself when the water takes it. That's a different thing. And if you don't know the difference, you'll leave before the image arrives. The third thing, find that position that reveals the feeling. Every one of these is a photograph, and any one of them could have gone in my portfolio. But none of them are the photograph. Every other position shows you the shape. This one shows you the Loon Deep. The artist wanted you to feel something being reclaimed by the sea. So I needed the water to move, to feel like the sea was actively taking the thing back. But I needed the shell to stay sharp, because if the sculpture goes soft, you lose the object, you lose the shell, and you lose the story. I ended up with an 8-second exposure. It was long enough to make the water fluid and short enough to keep the conch ancient. And the edit? The edit just had the sense to be left alone. A simple conversion to black and white and a bit of dodging and burning. 3 positions gave me a photograph. 1 position gave me the photograph. Because only 1 position let you see what the artist intended. The shape is easy to find, the feeling is harder, and it's always in the position most photographers don't bother to look for. 3 things this image needed, and none of them were technical. Let the artist tell you what the feeling is. The sculpture was designed to disappear. The image had to honour that. Wait for conditions that express that feeling. I wasn't waiting for the tide. I was waiting for the sculpture to become what the artist intended. Find the position that reveals it. Every position gave me a photograph. 1 position gave me the photograph. Most photographers photograph what's there. The stronger instinct is to photograph what's happening, what the subject is doing, what it's saying, what it's in the process of becoming. This weekend, find 1 piece of public art near you. Before you photograph it, ask, what did the artist want me to feel? Then find the position, the conditions, and the exposure that reveals it. Drop it in the comments. I want to see what happens when you let the artist do the heavy lifting. If this has made you think differently about intention before technique, there's a free 2-minute scorecard on my website that shows you exactly where the gap is in your own photography. I'll leave a link in the description. It only takes 2 minutes, and it's probably more honest than you're expecting. In the meantime, go out and have some fun with your camera, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.